All right.
And so recorded.
The Denver and Rio Grande Railway was founded in 1870 under General William Jackson Palmer. This railway developed an extensive narrow gauge network throughout Colorado. Railroad lines brought growth and prosperity to the West's wide open spaces and mountainous terrain. Choosing narrow gauge track, 3 feet between rails, over standard gauge, 4 feet 8.5 inches between rails, Palmer was able to quickly lay track in sharp curves through the mountains. The construction of the line for the 45-mile stretch from Durango to Silverton began in the fall of 1881. Construction crews reached Silverton in July of 1882, having completed the line in just 9 months. 80 years later, in 1962, the railroad unsuccessfully petitioned the PUC to abandon the line. Charles E. Bradshaw Jr. bought the railroad from the D&RG in 1981 and changed the name to the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad. Bradshaw made necessary improvements to the track and equipment and increased service. In 1997, Bradshaw sold the D&SNG to First American Railways, Inc. In 1998, American Heritage Railway owners Carroll and Al Harper purchased the line and are the current owners. The Harpers guard the cultural heritage of this area by their thoughtful stewardship of the railway that put Durango on the map. Dedicated June 19, 2010, Al Packer Chapter 100, Colorado, E. Clampus Vitus, calendar year 6015.
What do we say, brothers? Satisfactory!
Colorado style.
Colorado style.
Congratulations.
First of all, I'm very honored on behalf of the railroad. This is our second adventure together with the Clampers, and it's always fun to see you guys. A great organization with a great cause. It looks like you have a lot of fun.
We do. We need a few good members.
Well, I might be able to work that out. You never know. I'm not good at attending meetings, but I'm a good member. You know, I'm dedicated to history. I've just dedicated the rest of my life to the preservation of history, and particularly railroad history. I believe it's important to understand our past, both the good and the bad, if we want our future to prosper. Because you've got to grow from where you've been. The history is the roadmap to the future. But I also believe the best way to preserve history is to make its presentation so interesting and exciting that people will pay a fair price for that experience. And the railroad is proof that that can work. We don't look for charity, we don't look for our particularly tax dollars. We do this by dedicated people providing a great experience for those who want to see what an 1882 railroad was like. We have some exciting things. A lot of people say, well, what's the future? Or you just do what you do now. We are constantly adding to the railroad, and you'll be seeing very shortly an announcement of another major expansion of the railroad into the world of history. So kind of keep your eyes open for us, and you'll see some fun things coming up. One of the things that's really been important to me, you see some changes of ownership and how difficult it is to keep this railroad from disappearing. My family decided to put the railroad in a trust. I have 6 children. 2 of them are here. Jim, if you wave to Jim, and my daughter Melanie.
Jim, all right.
We formed a trust, and those are the future trustees. The way the trust is structured, the railroad can never be sold out of the trust, and there cannot be distributions from the proceeds of the trust until all